What assistance do you require, traveler? If you're looking for advice, I suggest you remain in Stormhaven and stay well away from Rivenspire.
What do we have here? I think I see a fellow lover of adventure, and I'm betting it's no accident that you're headed this way. Am I right? Have Rivenspire's troubles become your troubles too? Ha! Easier said than done, I'm afraid. But I'm glad to hear Emmerich gives a damn. We thought maybe our dispatches weren't getting through. I was about to walk to Wayrest myself, but you saved me that trouble, and I suspect you can help me further. If you haven't noticed, Rivenspire's caught up in a civil war as bloody as old Rancer's rebellion. This time it's Baron Montclair. He's apparently decided he'll be the king of Shornhelm, whether the rest of the noble houses like it or not. Sure did. The bastard bribed the city guard, attacked the other nobles, and seized half of Shornhelm. Now Montclair's troops are all over, and the Shornhelm guard's getting its buttocks kicked. So, want to help me save the kingdom? Think of the glory. It'll be just like Rancer's war. We'll rescue Rivenspire and the women will swoon. It'll be great, you'll see. Go on to Shornhelm's chapel and tell Countess Tamrith I recruited you to the cause. I'll be along as soon as I can. What makes tyrants do any of the things they do? Ambition? Glory? I certainly don't know. What I do know is that Montclair's forces have taken half the capital, and will soon take the rest of it unless the Shornhelm Guard gets some help. Baron Wylan Montclair. Not much to say, really. Before this, he shared rule with two other noble houses, Dorel and Tamrith. Countess Tamrith says they were never very close, but she certainly wasn't expecting him to start a war. She's the head of one of the noble houses, young, but smart, and very devout. I'm told she studied in Stormhaven and has Emmerich's favor. She's not unattractive either. But she is my current employer, so I try not to notice. A little of this, a little of that. Lending my sword to just causes, flirting with the ladies. I've drank in every inn and tavern between here and Glenumbra. And I've beat my friend Scordo at cards every chance I get. It's great to see you again. It was quite the talk of Tamriel at the time. Surprised you don't know about it. It was over 10 years ago. Our beloved High King insulted King Rancer of Shornhelm over some minor indiscretion. Rancer reacted poorly and declared war on Wayrest. If you can call it that. Lasted about a year. Just long enough for Emmerich's troops to get a little exercise. When it was over, Rancer was dead and peace was restored to the kingdom. The triumvirate of nobles has been running Rivenspire ever since.
Unless you're buying something from Lanbar, I suggest you move along. Technically, I work for the Fighters Guild, but Lanbar contracted with us for a bodyguard. He heard about the trouble in Shornhelm and figured to turn a quick profit. A good thought, until we found out the fighting spilled into the countryside. Looks that way, at least until the Shornhelm Guard gives the all-clear. From what I gather, the Guard allowed themselves to get ambushed up at Hinalt's farm. You never hear about the guild getting ambushed. I can attest to that. Hey, nothing's been stolen from Lanbar yet. I protect the cart, I get paid. It's not my problem if the Khajiit can't get his goods to market. And I did stop a thief the other day. Not that anyone thanked me, mind you.
War can be good for business, but not if I can't reach my market. I desperately want to make it to Shornhelm, but the guard refuses to let me through. They say it isn't safe. Not a word. And every day we sit here is more gold I won't be earning. And all because some noble or another decided he wanted to be king. Haven't you heard? Baron Montclair has taken control of Shornhelm's upper city, and his forces are on the march. It's like Ransa's war all over again.
Feels like I've been at this forever. I have little time to waste.
Hold, stranger. If you're going toward Shornhelm, you're doing it at your own risk. As much as I'd love to tell you the Shornhelm Guard will keep you safe, it's just simply not the case. We're spread thin and trying to regroup.
You there? Please. You must help me. Help. Oh, please help me. We were attacked. They struck without warning. The backstabbing bastards. It was House Montclair, the traitor's curse. He caught us by surprise and showed not even a hint of mercy. Lieutenant Fairfax commandeered the old tower on the hill and dug in tight. The Shornhelm Guard won't go down without a fight. Lieutenant Fairfax sent me to gather healing supplies from our wagons, but one of those Montclairs got the drop on me. Can you get the supplies and take them to the lieutenant? I'll see if I can get word about this to the rest of our troops. Lieutenant Fairfax needs those healing supplies. A lot of our soldiers were wounded in the surprise attack. What's to tell? We were on patrol, watching for more of Montclair's mischief. When we stopped to check on Hinault's farm, we were ambushed. We knew Montclair had troops, but we never expected that he had a damned army. My opinion? He wants to be the king of Rivenspire, just like that madman Rancer. Lieutenant Fairfax retreated to the old tower on the hill. We're holding Montclair's soldiers off, but we need to get our wounded troops back on their feet again.
Hole.
Speak up and talk fast. After that surprise attack, I'm not feeling very trusting or hospitable towards strangers. Our healing supplies. Eloise could certainly use those. All right, I'll order them to unlock the tower door. But understand this. If you betray us in any way, I'll kill you myself and toss your lifeless body from the top of the tower. Unlock the tower door.
want? Can't you see all these wounded? All this blood? I feel like I'll never be clean again, and I still have so much to do here. Divines be praised. Thank you so much. With these supplies, I can properly tend to the wounded. If you're willing to help, I won't say no. I'm worried about the Hinault family. We haven't seen them since the battle started. I want to check on them, make sure they're all right. But I don't want to navigate a horde of Montclairs on my own. That's what I was hoping you'd say. Lieutenant Fairfax doesn't want anyone to leave the tower, but I'm sure he'll agree to let me go if you accompany me. Give me a moment to finish tending to these soldiers, and I'll meet you outside. I just need a moment. I'll meet you outside. Just because I'm a healer doesn't mean I don't know my way around a battlefield. I kept my head low, followed orders, and took care of the wounded. Thankfully, I had a few supplies, but what you brought me is a godsend.
Blessed Arche, take these poor souls under your care. Yes, I am a priest of Arche in service to the Shornhelm Guard. I've been tasked with giving the final blessing to the soldiers that died in today's battle. Without Arche's blessing, they could become enthralled by a necromancer. Thank you, but this task is mine to perform. I trained many years in Wayrest to become a priest. If I can't get through such a task on my own, I'm not suited for this calling. Arche tests me. I must prevail. Arche is the divine of birth and death. He is the caretaker of the divine cycle all mortals must traverse, change, and rebirth. Only through him can we fathom the meanings of these heady concepts.
I'm here. Talk to me when you're ready to check on the Hinault family. I'm ready when you are. Follow me and stay close. It's not that far. This is the Hinault farmhouse. Why don't you go up and see if anyone is home?
Go away! We don't want any trouble! Are we all right? Soldiers have invaded our farm, and you're asking if we're all right? What is this? Some kind of trick so you can take our house too? And I should just believe you and open this door? I don't think so. If you really want to help, bring me weapons to arm my family with. Once we can properly defend ourselves, I'll happily open this door. Not just any weapons, you hear me? I need a two-handed sword, and one-handed swords for my wife and oldest son. My younger son needs a bow, and my daughter, she insists on having a pair of daggers. Bring the weapons back here when you have them.
Genovi makes a good point, but I think I can help. Come talk to me when you have a moment. One thing you can always count on after a battle. Lots of extra weapons. I saw some of the soldiers tossing weapons into the barn. You should be able to find everything Genovi asked for in there. You can handle this on your own. There's fresh blood inside the farmhouse. Can't you smell it? I need to collect my healing supplies from the tower so I can help Genovi and his family. Right, good. Whatever. The sooner we get this done, the sooner I can get something to eat. Suddenly, I'm starving. You know, I like to think I'm agreeable. not sure I can stand much more of this. Bodies, the blood. I wanted to save this family, but look what happened. It feels like everything has suddenly gone wrong. I don't know. I came back and found that the door was open. Genovi must have sacrificed himself so the rest of the family could escape. But blessed Arche, why did they open the door? The weapons? Of course. It's just the enormity of it all. It's frazzled my nerves. But the rest of the Hinault family, you have to find them. Before you go, I have to tell you something. The dead, they sometimes return as blood fiends. I'm not sure, but the lieutenant thinks the Montclairs are responsible. If any of the Hinaults were killed, you have to burn their bodies. Take this torch and start with Genovi. Then collect his ashes so his family can give him a proper burial.
No. No, please. Leave me alone. I haven't done anything. You were the one who came to the door? Who my father sent off to get weapons for us? He should have trusted you. I wasn't close enough to hear, but someone knocked on the door and convinced my father to open it. That's when the screaming started. And the blood. I panicked. Probably would have died myself if not for Joanne. I feel better with these in my hands. I just wish you would have made it back sooner. Then maybe my father would still be alive.
Put up a fight, didn't they?
Please, don't hurt me. I don't want to die. Wait. You're not the creature that attacked my father. You're not even one of the Montclairs. Too little, too late, stranger. If you had come to us before that monster knocked on our door, maybe things would be different. Instead, my father is dead and my family is scattered. The sword. Just like my father requested. Oh, I wish he had just let you in. You could have saved him. I'll run to the Shornhelm Guard. Please, find the rest of my family. We got separated in the confusion. She knocked on our door. She sounded concerned, said she was there to help. When my father opened the door, he was attacked. He yelled for us to run. I heard my father's screams. They followed me as I ran.
There you are. Have you seen Heloise? Some of the Hinaults have arrived. But I haven't seen Heloise since she ran off with her healing kit. Well, she hasn't come back yet, and I'm starting to worry. I think she's ill and trying hard not to show it. Hopefully she'll be back soon. For now, go inside and check on the Hinaults. I promised to send you to them when you arrived.
It's good to see you again, my friend. The Shornhelm Guard has been helpful, but my mother and little brother have yet to arrive. By any chance, did you happen to find them while you were out there? I was afraid that was going to be the case. I'll try to be strong. For my sister. I just wish I could bury them in the family graveyard. I won't sleep. Thank you. We'll bury these as soon as my sister calms down. Oh, wait a moment. Someone's coming in. No. No, it can't be. Not you!
Divines, protect us! It's the monster!
Stay back, foul creature!
Monster? What did I...
She's a blood fiend! She entered our farmhouse and killed our father!
No. That can't be true.
Know how to scrap.
Oh, Stendarr. What's wrong with me? Please, stay back. I'm so hungry, and I don't want to hurt you. I think Hinault's son is right. I think I did attack his father. I'm not sure. My memory comes back to me in flashes. I smell blood, so fresh and strong. I've just been so hungry. I think I consumed Genovi's blood. Why am I so hungry? Begin? I don't know. Days ago? Weeks? No. I was scratched. During the battle with the Montclairs. I remember a snarl. Something touched my arm. I forgot about it until I noticed the deep scratch while I was tending to the wounded soldiers. Since then, I've been dreaming while I'm awake. Dream about teeth and blood. So much blood. I can smell it all around me. I'm hungry. So hungry. I'll go away. Far away. I'll find a place to hide. Someplace where I can't hurt anyone. I don't trust myself. Stendarr, help me. I'm so hungry. I can do this. I can control it. It's only when I get hungry that I lose control. I'll live in the wilderness, far from people. I'll survive on animals. Never people. Never. I'm sure I can control it. Lieutenant Fairfax. Sometimes I thought he had a fondness for me. I hope he didn't. I really hope he hated me. I can't think about what might have been. Tell him not to look for me. I want him to hate me with all his heart.
Where's Heloise? Is she all right? Does she need help? I knew something was wrong. I tried to get her to talk to me. Maybe I could have done something and then she'd still be here. But she's alive, right? I mean, that's something. When this business with Montclair is over, I'll find her. I'll bring her back. Thank you for sparing Heloise's life. I'll find her and we'll figure this out. Together. We just need to deal with these traitorous Montclairs first.
Marek would come here to play all the time. It made Mother so nervous. She hated these ruins.
I remember Father's ghost stories. He tried to scare us into staying away. But the stories just made Marek more interested.
Things are going to be so different now that they're gone. Thank you for coming with us. I feel safer with you nearby.
What happened to our family is terrible. But as the bards say, life goes on. My sister and I came up here to, well, to give them a proper burial. Thank you. I have one last favor to ask of you, though. Would you bury our family's ashes? Mela and I think it would be appropriate, considering all you've done for us.
I miss you, Marek. You were a spoiled brat, but I loved you. Mother was our rock. I loved her so much.
Father was strong, steady. He held our family together. Blessed Arche, please sanctify our family and the ground they rest in. Let them find peace. Keep them safe. Well, my family is at peace now. Thank you so much for your help. You'll always be a friend of the Hinault family. I'm not sure. There are so many memories here. But we can't keep the farm in good order with just the two of us. Mela and I might travel for a while. Visit Shornhelm, or Wayrest. We'll make a new life for ourselves, thanks to you.
the local fair. I'm famished.
Spare some gold for a worker down on his luck. You think I'd rather beg than work? But work for a dust sweep isn't as common as it used to be. And a man's got to do what he can. I have a family to feed, after all. Who can say? What with this civil war and all, maybe people don't care as much about cleanliness as they used to. I'm just trying to make ends meet, and economics was never my strong point. Bless you, and bless this glinting gift. Tonight I will turn this clanking metal into bread and turnips for my family's supper. A feat greater than the most talented alchemist can conjure, eh?
Oh, good. Someone new. I was worried that business would be slow, what with the rumors of war and vampires and all. Feel free to look around and don't hesitate to let me know if you need any help.
I need another drink like I need a
This city is cursed, I tell you. Cursed! The only safe place is inside this tavern. It's the ale, you know. Fortified for our protection.
Well met. Welcome to the Dead Wolf Inn. Not the most flattering name, I know, but at least you needn't worry about being mauled, right? Because the wolf is dead, you see. Oh, dear, that sounds awful. Let's just start over. How can I help you?
What is it? Why can't you leave a poor man to his sorrows? Once I was the master of a vast enterprise, brokering deals, trading goods. Now I'm nothing but another destitute drunk, thanks to those vampires. And you know who suffers? My daughter, that's who. Well, she's outside fetching water. Oh, she's a smart young woman. And I've brought her down with me and all my talk of vampires. What kind of father am I? Pardon me, but I need another drink. They have everything to do with it. Oh, they may have looked like Montclair ruffians when they trashed my cart and took everything I had, but make no mistake, they were vampires among their ranks. Now my daughter and I have nothing. Nothing!
Reputation can be tough to live up to. That's why you need one of my fabulous conversation pieces for your home. If nothing else, it'll take your mind off the fact that everybody's trying to kill you.
She'll come back.
When blood flows in the streets, the ale flows in the tavern. It makes me feel guilty, but what do I do? Turn people away? I don't think so.
You? What are you doing here? Forget it. I know we've had our differences in the past, but I need your help. It's Colleen. She's missing. She was supposed to meet me back here hours ago, and, well, it's been too long. I think something's happened to her. No. I know something's happened. We're tracking a spy, Naruk. He worked for King Faharjad until he turned on the Covenant. Now he's inciting war. Colleen left to meet Sigil, a contact with info on Naruk. They were to meet outside town off the road. She hasn't come back. I appreciate your help, but don't think this changes anything. We're working together for the good of the Covenant. That's it! Colleen is. I'm working for her. King Faharajad asked Colleen to come after Naruk personally. He trusts her. We don't want anyone finding out one of the King's spies has gone rogue. She's still sailing. Master Kassan is at the helm while we're away. We've done so well against the Dominion that there's rumors King Faharajad's going to promote Colleen soon. I hope so. She deserves it. She's done nothing but good for the Covenant. He's a spy. Or he was until King Faharajad joined the Covenant. The King recalled his spies to Sentinel. Naruk refused. He's founded his own group, the Children of Yokuda. They think the Redguard should rule Bretons and Orcs, not ally with them. I buried my brothers. I didn't have enough for graves, but Colleen helped me. She knows what it means to sacrifice for the Covenant. I don't want to talk about it.
Take caution, fragile mortal. You stand before the great Incendion, master of the White Flame, bearer of the Burning Heart, kinlord of ancient Sunhold. I could incinerate you with an intake of my breath, and I have very important work to do.
Shornhelm. It may be run down, rainy, and ravaged by war, but at least they've got ale. How about you buy us another round? Who cares? The ale tastes like swill, and the swill tastes like piss. I'll drink whatever's on the table, so long as you're buying. I get drunker, but none the poorer. Huh. A good deal. Many thanks.
Look what the cat dragged in. You kill anything bigger than a spider yet?
No more. Not another drop. Clearly, I'm already drunk. On the other hand, since I'm already too drunk to walk, I might as well stand here and have another drink.
Thank you for saving Glenumbra. Thank you so much.
You sent the guard west to chase a rumor? We need those troops to protect Shornhelm.
Only some of them, Baron. My father would have done the same. Captain Genevieve will discover the truth and report back.
Countess, Baron, please. We must remain focused. As long as Montclair controls the upper city, the whole region remains at risk.
How can we trust you, Count Ravenwatch? Your friendship with Montclair is well known. What did you offer those captains to betray us?
I care for the Count even less than you, Baron, but he hasn't done anything to warrant such accusations. Yet.
We must end this debate and take action. Make an example of the two traitors and retake the upper city. How can the two of you not see that?
I do not disagree, Baron, but we need to proceed with caution. There is more to this situation than meets the eye. I know I make you both nervous. Perhaps we should continue this after our blood has cooled?
Mind your tempers, gentlemen. We have a visitor. Come forward, friend, and state your business.
Bah! You both try my patience. I can almost understand what drove Montclair to abandon our triumvirate.
I returned to Shornhelm after my father's death to find a city divided and our land in peril. Baron Dorell means well, but he'd rather rush forward than take a moment to examine the path ahead. But what brings you to Rivenspire, friend? Of course, the light provides as always. Baron Montclair is changed. We need to find out what has driven him to this perilous course of action. A letter? A journal? We need something to give us more insight into why he has betrayed us. 2 Shornhelm Guard officers. They defected to Montclair's side and helped him take over the upper city. Look for Orlazog Grayarzal and Juberik Gain. Perhaps you can deal with these traitors and discover Montclair's motivations. Baron Dorell can tell you more. Ambitious? I suppose he was no more or less so than any house noble. My father never liked the man, though. But to change so drastically? To put innocent people in harm's way? I pray for the wisdom to understand our foe. I suppose he hopes we will surrender and agree to his terms, but that's not going to happen. Neither House Tamrith nor House Dorell will give in to such outrageous demands. And I know the High King won't allow such treachery to go unpunished. The Baron sees me as a child, and I find him to be a pompous ass. Light grant me patience. I know that he wants to appear strong, in control, but we need to peer into the shadows and determine what has led to Montclair's bold actions. House Ravenwatch is an old Rivenspire family. As for Brandis, I do not like the man. Be that as it may, and despite his long friendship with Montclair, the Count seems genuine in his willingness to help. He cares deeply about our people.
Heed my words, friend. There is more to Montclair's betrayal than the Baron and the Countess know. I suggest you proceed with caution when you enter the upper city. I'm a lesser noble of the city, offering what assistance I can during this time of trouble. The Baron and I were friends, yes, good friends. But that was before this madness overtook him. Dorell sees traitors behind every pillar, but his intentions are good. He truly cares for Rivenspire and its people. He simply has the social skills of a sober Nord. Tamrith is overly occupied with spiritual matters. She'd rather pray for my lost soul than engage in a rational discussion, much like her mother. Her late father was another matter. Sensible, strong, pragmatic. Her younger sister takes after him. Yes, Captain Geneve of the Rivenspire Guard. In fact, the Countess just sent the good captain to investigate disturbing rumors from the western countryside. But rumors are for later. We have a more immediate problem right here in Shornhelm.
Find those traitors and make them pay. Let's show everyone what it means to betray the city of Shornhelm. Situation? What's to tell? Baron Montclair betrayed all of Shornhelm and has taken over half the city. People have been killed or injured, property destroyed. And now Montclair has demanded that we surrender and crown him King of Rivenspire. Now you sound like the Countess. Who cares why he wants to be king? The only thing that matters is that we stop him before he takes over all of Shornhelm. The man is a cad and a coward. I will never bend my knee to him. Never. I don't know what Montclair promised them, but we can't let such disloyalty go unpunished. We must show resolve in this matter. We must deal harshly with these traitors. They'll be in the upper city, probably in the barracks or Montclair Manor. She's young and inexperienced. She hesitates, turns to prayer instead of her own good sense. A ruler has to think and act, not pray to bloody Arche for every little thing. If we hesitate in this, we'll surely lose everything we hold dear.
Countess Tamrith returns here for her father's funeral, and what does House Montclair do? They attack the upper city. The bastards killed more Shornhelm guards and civilians than I care to think about. It's like Rancer's War all over again.
It seems our troubles never end. First, the Mad King sends us to war against Wayrest, and now the nobles who are supposed to protect us are fighting against each other. Will it never end?
Hey, you there! A little help here. Damn Montclair bastards caught me snooping around. If you unlock this cage, I'll be your best friend for life. I needed some quiet time. What do you think I'm doing in here? I went and got myself captured. I'm one of the Shornhelm Guard. Look, let me out of this cell, and I can help you. Good question. You shouldn't. But that doesn't mean we're not on the same side. I bet they sent you to find information about Montclair. Open the cell and I'll tell you what I know. I hate being caged. Makes me all itchy. Anyway, Orlozog shoved a letter in that chest over there. It explains a lot. I appreciate the help. You're all right in my book. Now I need to report back to Baron Dorel.
You have to know how to scrap. watching.
Get those fools, Dorel and Tamriel.
What news do you bring from the upper city? Have the traitors been dealt with? Damn! Montclair's Argonian is as crazy as an outhouse skeever. His soldiers kidnapped a few nobles, grabbed them in broad daylight. Probably hopes to use them as insurance against us. But he must realize that I never negotiate with terrorists. Then we have to act fast. Go to the Mews and free Lady Aureen Tamrith, Nethan Albergama, and Sir Estienne Gillen. If you can take out Riz Al Jul along the way, all the better. In the meantime, we'll mobilize the Shornhelm Guard and retake the upper city.
This Riz Al Jul seized nobles. Such brazen acts must not be tolerated, Baron.
Indeed. It is time to act, Countess. No more talk. No more debate.
How can we walk in the light if we leave innocent townsfolk to languish? Wait, are you agreeing with me?
Don't look so shocked, Isolde. It was bound to happen eventually. Our friend will go to the Mews to free the hostages and stop the reinforcements while we assault the upper city. A two-pronged approach.
Well, all right then. Baron, if you would, give the command and rally the Shornhelm Guard.
It will be my pleasure. It's time to show those Montclair cowards what it means to betray the people of Rivenspire.
One moment, friend. I may know something about the Fevered Mews. The Fevered Mews? I haven't thought about that place since I was a child. It's a ravine beyond the upper city. It's been sealed off for years. They used to send the ill and infirm there. Those afflicted with the plague, Khajiit fever, Argonian leprosy, things like that. But that was a long time ago. It's a dank old place. Oh, I remember now. The sewers! You can sneak through the old sewer tunnel. It leads to right near the entrance of the Fevered Mews. The ravine is riddled with small caves, as I recall. There's an even older section, an ancient ruin. If this Argonian is using a portal to bring reinforcements into the city, I suspect those ruins would make a proper staging ground.